the skull technically stands for necromancy, but, you know, it doesn't really limit him to what he can learn. He can, you throw a scroll at him and he knows it. Now, I'm kind of debating. There's a scroll in the castle, kind of decently hidden, that is going to make the early part of this game a lot easier for us. And I'm kind of debating who to teach it to, because I was actually thinking of leaving Raid of the Sorceress behind on this, just to kind of show off a few of the more silly characters, or rather nonsensical ones. And she's usually the one I teach the scroll to. She's usually the main wizard of the group. I'm thinking, considering Alaron's condition, where if he dies, it's game over, I'm thinking I may actually, as dumb as it is, make him the primary caster for most of the game. Either him or the character I'm going to be filling up the 4th slot with, the Alchemist. And again, when I'm saying Alchemist, Wizard, Thief, keep in mind everybody can learn these. Well, there are certain skills that certain characters can never learn. That's kind of on a per character basis. I'm also going to show how we heal real quick. As you can see, I'm missing about 15 HP. The other option on this screen, Camp, spends about 6, 8, 10 hours. As you can see here, we've been doing this every now and then. But it will fill up usually about half, 3/4 of your HP. And up until you get loads and loads of potions, you're really going to want to be saving them. So this is going to be our main form of healing. And game's actually playing a little music here. You won't hear a lot outside of towns and things. Give me a moment, let me turn that up for you here. There we are. That should come out a bit better on the recording. Now, over here, there is another item that's going to be carrying us through most of the game, up this hill here, but we actually can't get to it just yet. And I may actually be doing some saving and loading to get it. It's in a chest, but it's trapped. And in this game, when you fail to open a trap on a chest, it's going to explode and destroy the contents. Here's an example of a incoherent NPC. He already starts out crazy. That's interesting. Sometimes he'll have a dialogue about the Namer's ring here. Hang on, let me see if I can trigger that. Let's take it off. Let's see if that prompts him. Really? Interesting. I was actually running a side game to kind of remind myself what next, you know, what I need to do, find stuff that's important. And when I got to town, he started yelling and blabbering and going, "Oh my god, the Namer's ring, it's cursed, why did you take it? Now they're going to find me. They sent you, didn't they? Get out of my life. Go away." But for some reason, he's not doing that. We're going to be seeing more out of the town once we're done in the castle here. But first of all, we want to get a party assembled. So we're going to be putting that as primary goal here. Also, Gwernia's got a whole lot of Wolf Moon going on here. It's Prince Sheridan and Abracon here. And as you can see, this actually, even though I have been kind of messing around and delaying and, you know, generally not being on time, This cutscene actually doesn't change if you're, you know, as quick as you can be. But they've actually ordered a full-scale search. Like, all the travelers in the kingdom, all the farmers, all the magicians, everyone is looking for us. Like, apparently this is a huge mess. Yeah, we have been gone for days. Although it looks like the slowdown's largely been fixed for cutscenes here, which is a start. This guy's doing okay there. Trying to keep the text slow enough that everyone can read it here, but fast enough that it doesn't get dull. So, I am going to be kind of keeping it on the slightly fast side. Feel free to pause if you need to read something. I'm not just going to be zipping through it. As you can see, Sheridan's kind of hanging around, overhearing gossip. And everyone seems to think Oriana's crazy for some reason. And Abracon seems to know that name. Either that, or he knows something he's not telling us. Suddenly he's gotten very curt. And for some reason, the captain of the guard here can yell at the prince like the king would be allowed to, and he doesn't get mad. Not quite sure how that works out. Bowden is kind of the master enchanter of the castle, master magician. And, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, Castle Guernia here. You better pray to God you have a map of this place. Luckily for you, I've been wandering around it a couple, about 10-20 minutes on my other file here, so I generally know where I'm going. First order of business, before we can really do anything, is we have to, oh, Brenna, that's her name. This is Brenna here, and she's gonna be our main thief. She kind of grew up with, Aileron here. Apparently she was close to the, farmer that we were chasing down. Okay, let's see. Actually, we're gonna take a pit stop on the way to the throne room and go into this side room here. And then we've got to come around here. Here. This bag, this treasure bag here, is going to make the next 4 or 5 hours worlds easier. Because it has Dispel Necro. And most of the mage monsters we're going to be coming up on in the next couple hours here